going to be a situation where you get balls up in the air, we're going to carry out. It's an odd kind of wind. Generally, it blows to right, coming from the west and south. But hats off to Wake Forest. They got it done. We didn't. Questions?
Start with Brett.
Just what did you see from Bryce today? What was the difference? You hadn't given out much hard contact up to this point in the season.
Couldn't get the ball down. That's, windy conditions and blowing out. That's all you got to do, start the bat. Make contact with it, the balls are going to fly. That was his struggles last year. He corrected it, but kind of reared its ugly head today.
How frustrating is it? The last couple of nights, you hadn't gotten much with the bats, but today you got a big offensive performance, but not much for the pitching. Yeah,
and again, it's hitting's always going to come and go, but throwing strikes, playing defense have got to be there every day, and we've done a good job of that. Again, we get some days those hitters got to pick up the pitchers. And today was a day to do it. We leave on 5. We had some opportunities, but again, hats off to those guys. Fleming's really good. Manasseh, Adler, all of them, big time arms.
Aslan.
Were you guys thinking about using Logan today? Is he pretty close?
Yeah, well, started to, and then it just didn't make sense to, because it wasn't exactly right, and we're kind of back to the drawing board. Get through. He won't play tomorrow. See, let the medicine kick in and stuff like that. We'll see where we're at next week.
Brett.
The guys seem to be swinging at some fastballs up out of the zone later in the game against the relievers. Was that something that they were doing specifically, or just guys being a little amped up in a close game late?
A little amped up. That was the focus of the meeting. Got to let the game come to you. We had a couple opportunities, and we had them on the ropes. Had some momentum going to make better choices on pitch selection. Took some ones we should have hit, and swung the ones we shouldn't have.
Brett.
How big were those 3 innings from Tyler, just for himself, but also for you guys, and saving some arms for tomorrow as well?
Yeah, that's the Tyler Ahern that we've been seeing, and the guy's got a $1 million arm, and that slider's real. Again, that gun's 1 or 2 low, mile per hour low. So that shows you where he's at, and he's going to be a big piece of the puzzle.
Jim?
Coach, we had a coach here one time that would have, you may have heard of him, that would have said, that's baseball, because it's a crazy game. You had 2 really big pitchers duels, and then you got home run derby out there. But I guess if you want to look at some positive things, you could come out. Tyler Ahern really did a good job in relief.
He sure did. He's really coming on, and he's going to be a big piece of the puzzle.
Brett.
Last year when Elijah was going well, it seemed like he was utilizing the opposite field a lot, and he hit 2 hard balls that way today. Just how good was that to see from him?
And there were some other, takes that he had that were encouraging. There was one that was borderline up that, he went after, but, all in all, it's a good day for him. He's getting a little bit of confidence back. And, again, he's, one of the pieces of the puzzle. We got to go with hot hands and make it work, and then it'll all shake itself out at some point.
Aslan.
Going to Garrett late in the 9th like that, was that a hunch on your part?
Yeah, he handles velo. He's one of those guys that, for the most part, is going to really put together good ABs, and velo doesn't bother him. And I just felt like that was, our best option to try to get somebody on base. And what a play the third baseman made. That is baseball there. That was as good as you'll see as a catch.
All right, Brett, for the last one.
I think obviously Reese is another one of those pieces of the puzzle. Just how good was it to see him come up and pick up those guys in the first inning with that grand slam, and then also, the defensive play in center field late in the game?
Yeah, the grand slam was, a tough pitch. It was a change up. the kid left it down in, and he corked it. So it was good to see. And again, everything confidence-wise, that's why you keep doing certain things. You try to keep doing certain things to hopefully, a bloop single and a line drive, and they're feeling great about themselves and they're producing. So we just got to keep plugging away.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.